Yeah.
For a record or something?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, like last year, unfortunately we weren't able to go, so this year is a whole different one.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so we'll be able to go, and I heard it's better over there, so hopefully that's true. And
Cooler atmosphere.
yeah,
Are you guys doing that tonight or is that tomorrow?
No, yeah, we'll be doing that tonight,
Gotcha.
or like right after practice.
Yeah.
So
Nice. How was Disney?
Disney's awesome, man. I'm a Disney guy, so
Yeah.
like even going there for free, man, that's even better. Going there for free is even better, Doing all the classic rides, Splash Mountain, and all that, it's awesome. I love it.
How many times have you been there?
Shoot, I mean, like in the past, man, I go with my wife every year. I mean, we go to Disney World every May. It's a little tradition we have,
Okay.
a month off from football.
That's fun.
And then sometimes, last year we came back right after the Rose Bowl. So, I mean, it's just a good experience, a good way to just get away from football, get away from, headspace and all that. So it's good.
Nice. All right, well, I'll let them tap in.
Yeah.
But good to meet you.
Hey, appreciate you. Good to meet you, too.
Junior, I'm a junior.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm named it for my dad.
Yeah, hey, me too.
Oh, yeah. What's your dad's name, first name?
His name's Timote.
Yeah?
Yeah, so Timothy
Okay.
in English, yeah.
Cool,
Yeah.
very cool. Well, see, we bonded already. So
Yeah.
Right.
So what's your name then?
Pat.
Pat. So
Actually,
Patrick.
John. My mom
Pat
was
John.
always, you're not Patrick. You're Pat John.
Pat John.
My dad was Pat John. So
Yeah.
I'm Pat John Jr. PJ, they would call me from time to time. So tell me just a little bit about. I mean, you guys were here last year.
Yes, sir.
Does that make a difference to you coming back this year? Did you want to be back here? I mean, is it a reward for a season that maybe you didn't expect to have?
Yeah.
What's the experience like?
I mean, to be able to come back here and do it again, I think it just has more meaning. Just because now we're here again, now it's time to take advantage of it. Last year was kind of our first time. It was kind of like, especially for me, I still consider myself a young dog, but it's weird. But it just like has more meaning because we're here now, so we got to take advantage of it. And we're just all grateful to be here, be able to have the opportunity to play Penn State. So it's amazing.
When you look at this Penn State team, this is a team that has a lot of weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Does it remind you of anybody you've played this year?
Man, I would say they remind me because like they run a lot of what our offense does too. And so I always love to say like, hey, they remind us of our offense. They have a lot of running power, but they also can air the ball out, which they do really well too. And so they have a great quarterback, great offensive line, and great running backs as well too that can run the ball. And so I think it's just going to come down to who can execute the most and do their job the best. So
It's interesting too. I think both teams pride themselves on their toughness on both sides of the line of scrimmage. Is that a little bit of a challenge for you guys to see how you stack up? I mean, mano a mano, in the toughness category?
Yeah, I would say like end of the day, shoot, it's gonna be who's gonna outwork each other, and so I guess I'm just excited and happy to see what's gonna happen, coming on Monday.
When you lost your third game, which I think was Oregon, was that your third loss?
Yes, sir.
Can you remember the feelings then? Did you think, all right, the season's over kind of thing, we're not going to go to a great bowl?
Yeah.
And then it turns around and you get to play USC.
Yeah.
Can you talk about the difference in emotions from one point to the other?
Yeah, it was just crazy because, this game against Oregon really determined everything. And so when we lost, man, like, I just remember walking up the field out of Autzen Stadium, just looking up at the scoreboard, and like, it was a horrible feeling. I'll tell you that. And then came back that next week and just figured, we just gotta do our job, win, beat Colorado, and hope everything will play out. And shoot, and it did. And it was crazy because never once did we doubt that it wasn't going to work out because there's great teams in the Pac-12, and Oregon State goes on and beats Oregon, and we end up here, we end up going to the championship, and so I'd say like, man, they were definitely blessed and humbled to be able to be here and do everything that has happened.
You became big Oregon State fans, I guess, now.
Oh yeah,
Right?
oh I did.
Well, to win a Rose Bowl and to be the first in program history to do it, I would think has got to be a pretty good carrot to have out there on the stick, right?
Yes, sir. It is. Especially for our program. I love Utah. It's home. It's where I've always been. So it means a lot, So I feel like there's a lot of us that really have bonded into trying to go into this game, and so we're just, I guess, just. I was about to say we're just humbled and just ready to go.
And after coming so close last year, I would think that kind of motivates you a little bit too this year, right?
Yeah, it most definitely does motivate us just because there's a lot we could have done defensively, and we're just gonna learn from that and just go into this one and just see what we can do.
Good luck to you.
Thank you. Hey, thanks, PJ.
What challenges do the running backs present? The fact that they have a couple guys that can really break a big run.
Oh man, I mean, shoot, I don't even know the numbers. So number 10, I mean, I know he's a hard runner, you know. So like, they run the ball really well, and he's a really great explosive running back for them, and all of their running backs do. And so I think as long as we're able to, you know, hold our blocks up front, you know, keep our backers free, we'll be able to, you know, match that run game and stop it.
And then you guys have had both teams obviously have a long way over since the you guys the championship game, and they played their last game of the season a while ago. So how important is the start of the game in terms of, you know, making sure that you slow down their offense at the beginning of the game?
Yeah, no, it's very important. I mean, you know, I believe the first drive, you know, kind of sets the pace or momentum, or even the second, third. But I think if we come out there and, you know, do our jobs as we plan to do, you know, it's only going to help us get the ball back to our offense. Hopefully, we can get momentum going as well too. So I think that's the plan: just do our jobs, do assignment sound football, and hopefully everything just take care of the rest.
To make sure I say her, how do you say her last name?
Tafuna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Just for people that haven't seen you guys play, what would you say the identity of you guys' defense is?
I would say it's just the culture we live along. I'm not sure if you heard, it's RSMB, just relentless, smart, and nasty ball hogs. You know, that's something Coach Kelly has instilled in our defense, and that's what we live by, and we try to push ourselves every day in practice to do. And so you just see a lot of just people running to the ball, playing smart, just playing as a team on the defense. So
you said relentless, smart. What was the last?
Nasty ball hawks.
Okay, nasty
yeah.
ball hawks. All right, appreciate it.
Yeah.
What does your defense present as a challenge to Penn State's offense? Like, where is your strength and their weakness?
I would say, you know, our strength is just I'd say our front seven. I mean, our whole defense is great, but really it starts up with the front seven. If the front seven can lock down up front, you know, it's gonna make everything easier for, you know, in the secondary, you know. So as long as we come to play, as long as everyone comes to play on that day, I think it's gonna be a great game for us, and you know, and so that's what we hope to do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Want to try safety? Sure. Okay, all the way down here.
Ooh.
All right, now that you're loosened up, got a couple of fun questions.
All right, yeah, sweet. Yeah, I would love those, man, for real.
Here we go. First one. Who in the locker room is not getting the aux cord?
All right, I gotta say Dalton Kincaid. This is just because he plays a lot of Taylor Swift, and you know I can't really do that. But yeah, I say Dalton Kincaid the most definitely.
What are you playing on the aux?
I'm playing oldies. You know, I'm playing Earth, Wind and Fire. Playing shoot. You ever heard of George Benson?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has all those little instrumentals and all that. Oh, I love those too. I listen to a lot of oldies, so like that's the kind of what gets me in my mood.
You ever go jazz?
I haven't.
Instrumental.
I haven't really gone that way, but I would definitely say I would tap into it just because you know I love any music, just oldies. I don't really like the new music. I just kind of like sticking with the old stuff. It's like just happy. It gives you a good vibe.
All right, who's got the weirdest habits on the team? Like ability to juggle, anything like that? Like I'm going not the weird stuff, but.
I'll probably say Mickey Sugu Turanga. I mean, like he's Polynesian cat like myself too, but like like you said, like they got ability to juggle. Like he can juggle as well too. I didn't know he could do that, but seeing him do that, like you wouldn't even think he would be doing that. So and he does he's kind of quirky too. Just does a lot of what do you call just like they move off of like no instinct. I can't remember the word. Like they're very just
like reactive.
Yeah, just do the randomest thing. So say Mickey.
All right, last one. If you had any superpower, what would it be?
Shoot, if I had any superpower, it would be probably say, man. Probably say the ability to run fast. It's just speed, like Flash. Just because everything, like I hate walking going far. So I figure if you're running fast everywhere, you'll get things done. So speed clean, speed eat, whatever.
So speed instead of teleport.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I guess I'll take the speed because I feel pretty bad, be bad at it, you know.
Fantastic, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, I'm good. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hopefully you'll have more good memories. Good luck. Thanks, yeah.
What's up?
Just we work for we cover Penn State, so just gathering some generics. Hold on a second. Just what have you seen from them on tape so far? Just whatever you got.
The Penn State, they're an amazing team. I mean, offensive line. Since I'm a defense tackle, so I study more the offensive line. I'd say they worked great together as a group as well as individually. Really stout, really physical as well too. I think also behind them, Clifford, the quarterback, and then the running backs are explosive too. Can make explosive things happen. I just think backfield and up front, they're great, and so it's definitely going to be a challenge, probably best challenge all year for us. And man, just we're humbled to be able to have this opportunity.
How you guys are back for the second year? How much is this? You got to get this one. How?
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot. Not too many guys have opted out, but
yeah,
just how important is it to get this win after last year?
It's really important just because our first time was, like you said, the first time was last year, and that was just kind of like for me it was like really new, like man, we're here, and to be here a second time, it's like we've been here, and it's like why not come back and take advantage of this? It's given to us a second time is, and it means a lot for us to have this opportunity to try compete and get this game.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Good. How are you? Hey, nice to meet you.
Meet you. So, just for starters, back for a second year. What is the biggest difference you think about this run at the Rose Bowl compared to a year ago?
I think everything is just a lot more smoother, just because we were, like you said, we were here last year, and then this year it's just nothing new. It's kind of like that phrase, been here, done that. And so since now we're here, we have to take advantage of the situation we're given. So we have this opportunity to play, and so we're humbled to go and compete for this win.
Does it feel a little more like I've heard other guys describe it a little more of a business trip?
No, it definitely is. It definitely feels more a business trip. Like I'm grateful you brought that up, just because I feel like we've all taken that first initiative just to we're here for business, even though because all the festivities were new to us last year. And it definitely is a business trip. It feels more like that more than a trip this year, so I'm grateful for that too. So you just kind of separate the two, When it's time to work, it's time to work. When it's time to have fun, but not too much fun,
How would you describe the growth of this defensive unit from week one, when you guys were down in the swamp, to now getting ready for the Rose Bowl?
I give props to everyone. I mean, all the players on the defense, just because we went through a lot together as a unit. Even as position groups, a lot was thrown at us. Hey, we're blamed for this, blamed for that. But I'm grateful that we were all able to pull through. Trust the coaching, believe even more, just believe in ourselves. I think that was the biggest thing, and that started to take over. And so the weeks where we started peaking, playing better defense, playing better ball. I mean, you could just see that we were having fun out there again. So it was awesome to have that same feeling, and I'm still feeling it now. So it's just I can't wait for this game coming up.
That's what Morgan said too. He said you guys are having fun out there again.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy because when things aren't going your way, you kind of forget about I guess not who you are on the field, but just your mojo, that little swag you got going. And so when things aren't going your way, you kind of lose that. And so that fun is definitely real, because when you start having fun, that's when things just come second nature. You just go out there, do your job, and it's probably the best thing you can have out there.
What are your first thoughts on this Penn State offense as you've looked at the film now for probably several days and you're starting to practice for that? What stands out about them?
I think they work great, well together. Offensive line, they work great. They work great together, and very explosive running backs making things happen. They run hard. Their running backs run hard, and I just think, man, they're amazing. And so, man, we just got to make sure we're doing our best at practice to be able to, hold, especially up front, hold down our blocks, play assignment sound, gap sound football, and then, man, just make plays.
And even their quarterback, Sean Clifford, I think he's an experienced guy, been there for a number of years for them. What have you seen from him on film?
Man, he has a great arm. Very, very. I feel like he's very smart. Knows what to do. Keeps them going together when things are tight. And so, yeah, it's just, man, we just gotta do our jobs up front on our side and just try to contain that and contain everything, if I'm honest. So.
And you were talking about having fun and whatnot earlier. I asked some of the other guys the same question. Who's maybe one of the funnier guys in the locker room for you guys this year?
Man, there's a lot of funny dudes, man. You'd be surprised. You probably don't even want to go in our locker room, but man, Stone, I say no. I'll give a couple names: Mickey Sugu Chalanga, Stone Azarcon, Blues, Darian Stewart. Yeah, those guys are comedians. You walk into our pod, you're gonna be laughing, like, whoa, you're gonna need an exit.
You know what? You're probably like the third or fourth guy who's mentioned Stone. What is it about him that's like so funny? Or is there like a moment, or just what is it about Stone that stands out?
Stone is just, man, just the randomest dude, man. Like, he'll make you smile. Like, you walk into the locker room, he's like, "What are you doing?" And he just does the randomest. I'm telling you, you walk in there, he'll be doing something just weird, just to lighten the mood, and it helps a lot. I'd say he just brings happiness that we all need in the locker room. We all take it too serious, and so he's just there, just lightening everyone's mood. Stone is just, he's an amazing person, great player as well.
And one of the other guys mentioned Cam Rising as maybe someone who's a little under the radar as far as being funny, but I think once you kind of gain his trust and he kind of opens up to you a little bit, he could be one of the funnier guys.
Oh yeah, no, Cam for sure. Yeah, Cam for sure. It's kind of crazy because I see Cam, like, hey, that's a dude, that's a man right there. But yeah, I definitely say when he starts, like when I first got to know him, he was a little quiet. But now, we were making jokes, getting taped, and he's just, he's definitely a funny dude once he opens up.
and I know Clark Phillips isn't playing in this game for you guys, but he's a California guy. What has he meant to the program? What have you seen from him over the years and just this season?
Man, just dedicated to his work, his craft. Just really, one of the guys that really knew what he wanted to do, and as a result of that, he's doing what he wants to do, and hey, we're all happy for him. And man, it's awesome to see him do what he wants to do. That's the end goal for some of us, and if not, we just take on whatever opportunity, and that's what he's doing, and we're all grateful for what he's done. And shoot, hey, if you see this clock, man, we love you, man.
One final question for you. Cole mentioned that him and Clark, they do yoga together.
Yeah.
Are you getting in on that yoga?
No, I definitely, there's a lot of things I need to start doing. Hey, New Year's resolutions, right?
There you go.
I didn't do this year, that I'm definitely need to do this year. But yoga, hey, that's going to help me do flexible, flip my head, flip my shoulders, I'm going to do it.
Awesome, man. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Good, how are you, man?
I'm good.
Yeah.
A little early, but good.
A little early on.
So yeah, taking that cross-country flight out here, like, oh my gosh. When you look at the, so I cover Penn State. So
Yeah.
When you look at that Penn State offense, what kind of stands out to you? Because it's been so much this year, they've been running the ball a ton.
Yeah.
What stands out to you first?
No, it's like what you mentioned, running the ball a lot. Man, their running backs are explosive, but hey, that's also because of a great O-line. And so the O-line, they work all well together, as well as individually. They have a lot of strength on there, as well as the weight, which helps them out a lot. They're big stout guys in there, and so they help out. I think man, they really do push that offense in the way it goes because of them.
So I've been covering Penn State for 13 or so years, and like the offensive line has never really been a strength until this year.
Yeah.
So when you kind of look at, like you said, like these big physical guys are kind of standing out to you. Is there one or two guys that you focus on that you're like, man, they're looking pretty good?
Man, I would definitely say the center, Scruggs. Yeah, I seen his name. Juice is his name. Yeah, Scruggs. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, Juice. I would say, man, he's. I would say, man, he's like the middle linebacker of that little O-line. Obviously, center, you know, he has to know everything. So, but I think he's one of those guys that stick out on there as well as leading them, especially on their tackle. I think it's the left.
74?
Yeah, Olufashan. Yeah, him as well too. But I believe all of them they work really great well together. And so.
And obviously, this might not directly obviously impact you, but how does that go when they don't know if Olu's going to play? He hasn't played since October. Like, do you guys look at him much? Or are you saying, all right, we got to look at the other left tackles? Like, just as a room?
Yeah, as a room, you know, we're still watching, you know, because we see film from, you know, Ohio State, Michigan, stuff they played. And so, yeah, we're definitely still looking out for that. Just whatever, you know, whatever can help us, you know, as we're scouting them as well, too. So, yeah, we're definitely still looking, you know, scouting, you know, whoever's opting out, but we're still looking at them, you know, who we're going to play as a starting lineup.
When you look at their freshman running backs, have you taken note of those guys at all?
Yeah, man, I gotta say, man, that's amazing, and props to them, man, making a big help for the program because you know it's only freshmen. If coming out of high school, you know, I would assume so. They're great and explosive, and man, it's gonna be I guess an opportunity, you know, a great greeting to see each other on Monday.
Yeah. Is there any offense that's not your own that you're like, man, Penn State reminds me a little bit of those guys, or?
Man,
everybody's been saying it's.
Yeah, no, definitely, because that's the first thing, you know, we saw as a unit. They're really similar to our offense, but I would say, man, I'm trying to think. It's been a long year, but I can't. I honestly don't have an answer on top of my mind,
but your own guys,
yeah.
Morgan said Oregon State was a team that he reminded.
Yeah, no, I actually had that in my thought. I just didn't know. Okay, that's good. That's good to hear you said that. But
how do you game plan for like your offensive line that's been so banged up this whole season? Do you game plan for the guys who are going to start probably, or do you game plan for the whole group?
Oh yeah, we definitely game plan off the starting lineup of what we see, you know, from previous game, and then you know. Obviously, if they make those changes in the game, we just have to adapt. And so once the game starts, you know, we've had a couple situations like that this year against Oregon. Some of these guys were injured and banged up, and you know another guy was playing. And so you definitely look at guys like, okay, I don't know how he plays because you know I haven't been watching him. So yeah, definitely we just take what's given. So I guess right now we're just looking at starting lineup and then to see what we can get off of the film based off of the rotations.
I get to talk to him all the time. So
no. Do you know are you close with any guys on that Penn State team? Because obviously this is like a weird kind of.
It definitely. Honestly, I don't know anyone on there other than the guys that scout. I don't know them personally, but yeah, no, I don't. It's just like so it's like foreign to me. You know, it's the first time I'm playing them, so it's like all of us are playing, but it definitely is.
What does it mean to you to be playing in the Rose Bowl?
Last question.
It's I would say for a second time coming around this year, it's amazing and a blessed experience just to be here. Just because you know it's one of those things that I guess you grow up watching the bowl games, and then now you're here as a kid. I mean, now you're here as a player. I'd say it's a great opportunity, and I'm hoping and blessed. I loved it being here, and just hope to have the best experience.
How much more comfortable are you this year than maybe last year when you were the kind of newcomer on the scene?
Man, yeah, I would say, man, dude, definitely is more business now. I just feel a lot more experienced, a lot more, I guess, just kind of confident, you know, just because, you know, we're not walking into it blind because you know what's going on. So I'd say I'm just calm and just ready to do my job, go to practice, get everything I can do to prepare for this game.
Does that change with the opponent, or do you just still feel like just being here alone gives you that confidence?
Yeah, just being here, just knowing that all my other brothers are here doing it here for the same reason, because you know I feel like it's more of a business trip. We're all locked in, and so it definitely is like, you know, we gotta go get this, and so we're all just working together as a unit and a team to really just go out and put out the best execution and just try to come back with the dough.